Hi, I'm Maggie. Welcome to Experiments in Crafting. Recently, I've been noticing that a lot of companies are coming out with jeans yarns. A whole bunch of different yarns, all looking like they've been made out of denim, so that they have sort of a heathered look to them. And I picked up a couple of balls of Lion Brand's jeans yarn and a ball of Lion Brand's jeans color. And I made up this shawl, and I just wanted to give you my thoughts on this yarn. This yarn is 100% acrylic. It's worsted weight, so that's a number 4. It's 100 grams and 246 yards. The original jeans line comes in 7 colors, most of which are blue, but there are a couple of complementary colors. I think there's a black and a gold that looks like the stitching on most jeans. They also introduced the jeans colors line, which has 5 more colors. One of the issues that I ran into when I was choosing my colors for this project was that there aren't a whole lot of options. 12 colors sounds like a lot, but when about half of them are blue, your choices really start to get limited. I wanted to make a red, white, and blue shawl for the 4th of July here in the US, but white actually wasn't even a choice, which is pretty rare for a line of yarn. They also didn't have like a dark green. There was no purple. I don't think there was an orange. There were just a lot of colors missing out of the palette. So when you go to choose your colors for a project, keep that in mind for this yarn, that you're going to be a little bit limited on your options. Initially, when I picked up this yarn, the first thing that I noticed was that it's extremely soft. It doesn't have a whole lot of halo, and it just looks really clean. Acrylic yarns tend to be in 2 categories. You either have really tightly spun, very clean looking fiber, but it's usually kind of scratchy and a little bit hard, or you have sort of the polar opposite of that. It's very fluffy, very soft, and a ton of halo. You don't often see yarns that are right in the middle, where they're soft, but they don't have a whole lot of halo and they still look clean. And this yarn really fits that description. It's right in the center, and it really makes for a very nice yarn to work with. Because this yarn is 100% acrylic, it didn't take a block like you would expect something that's 100% wool, or even an 80-20 or 50-50 blend. Wool really has a little bit more memory, and it takes a block a little bit better. And so you can see on the edges of this shawl that there's a little bit of puckering. When I hold the shawl up, it just isn't quite as opened up as it was when it was laying on the blocking mats. You can see there's still, like, I can stretch this out a little bit more. And it doesn't really stay that way. And wool doesn't stay 100%, but it stays a little bit better. That being said, yarn, like all things, you get what you pay for. So if I wanted to pay quite a bit more and get 100% wool and have it be really nice, soft wool, and feel this nice and take a block much better, I would have to pay quite a bit more. This pattern is a free pattern available on Ravelry. It's called Elis by Margo Bauman. I used an entire ball of Lion Brand Jeans Classic, which is this dark navy blue, and then a little bit of Lion Brand Jeans Fade, which is the light blue that you see at the center and on the edge. And then also a little bit of the Lion Brand Jeans Colors in the colorway Jumpsuit. I chose 3 colors because I wanted sort of an Americana feel. I chose to work this shawl up in 3 colors, but you could easily finish the pattern in 2 if you prefer. You would just work this section in 1 color and do the edging in the same color. And then still do the whole center in the coordinating color. The pattern itself is very well written and has instructions on how to work the pattern if you want to use 2 colors or 3 colors. I think this yarn is a good example of a quality acrylic yarn. It still has some of the drawbacks of acrylic yarn, but it's very soft. It has really nice stitch definition. It looks really nice, and it made a really nice finished shawl, and I'm really happy with it. I think if you're looking for one of the jeans yarns to give a try, this is a good option for you. It does have a little bit of limitation in colors, but I think if you can find some colors that you like that work together, that you'll be really happy with your project. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to Experiments in Crafting. If you'd like to see pictures of projects that I'm working on, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at Experiments in Crafting. Thanks for watching.